What's up, guys? This is Quinn, and this is 4 weeks on testosterone. Today is my shot day, so I will actually get my third shot this evening whenever my wife gets home from work. And I don't know if anyone else has this, but whenever I get my shot, I've only gotten two, so twice this has happened, where it kind of makes me panic, which doesn't really make sense because I'm not dreading it. I'm actually wanting it. I'm looking forward to the shot, every 2 weeks. But as soon as I get it, it just makes me just feel panicky and like I can't really breathe all the way down to the bottom of my lungs, and I just have to lay there and just relax for an hour in order to feel normal. I don't know if that's common, if that's just my anxiety, or if it's really because of the shot. I would assume it's just me. So that's weird. So I tried to get my wife to give it to me last night before I went to work, and she wouldn't do it because I would have had to leave in 10 minutes after my shot, and she didn't want me to feel panicky and drive an hour to work, which I can understand, but it still didn't help my disappointment that I couldn't get it last night. But I shouldn't get it early anyway. So, of course, she's right, as always. So I listened to her. She's smarter than me. So, I'm kind of in this weird in-between stage, I feel like, where I'm on T and I feel, more masculine. I would say manly, but I guess I feel more manly, more masculine. My voice is starting to deepen. My shoulders are getting, bigger. I feel stronger. I'm getting more muscle mass and definition. All the good stuff that comes with, being a man. And I'm just having a hard time feeling justified in saying I'm a man. And I think part of that is because I still don't pass. I thought, once I got on T, I guess it would be this magical happening that, bam, I would pass like that, but no, I don't pass at all. I pass actually more. I used to pass more when I identified as a lesbian. I used to pass for a man more than I do now, and I actually want it, as I've mentioned before. So, yeah, that's kind of weird. I think part of it as well has to do with the fact that I feel like a boy. I don't feel like a man. Maybe after I've been on testosterone and have finished puberty, I'll feel like a man or a grown-up or a grown man. Who knows? But right now, I just feel like a teenage boy, which is pretty accurate because that's what I am. So my wife and I went to Chili's a couple nights ago for dinner, and servers are the worst at gendering me. I don't know why. I guess it's just the most often contact I have with strangers, and the most common opportunity that people have outside of my circle of friends and loved ones to gender me are servers in restaurants. So we went to Chili's, and I don't know if I was just feeling extremely dysphoric or what, but he said ladies when we were there, and I might just be hyper aware of gender just because of everything I'm going through, which I probably am. But if I saw someone that looked like me sit down, I wouldn't say ladies, because even if they identified as female, they probably don't want to be called lady. Do I look like a lady? No. Even if I, didn't identify as male, I still, before I identified as male, I still wasn't a damn lady. Quit calling people ladies. And yeah, so, when he said it, it just kind of felt like it hurt my feelings. And I don't think I've ever taken it quite that hard. And I'm not sure if it's because now I'm on T and I kind of have this confidence about me that, I'm beginning to feel how I am supposed to feel and look how I'm supposed to look. But there's still this public misconception of my gender. And then he did it again after he brought us our food. And I'm just like, man, I don't even want to eat anymore. That's how much it affected me. And I did, and, it was fine. And then towards the end of the meal, I put my card on the bill, and he took it and brought it back. And he knew I put the card in the thing because it was right beside me. Carrie was over here, the book was right here. You know, it wasn't a question of like who handed him the thing, it was me. He saw it. So when he came back, he's like, "Oh, are you Kimberly?" I just felt that was very unnecessary of him. And again, it's just because I'm hyper aware of, you know, my gender and the fact that I haven't changed my name yet legally and all that stuff. But he didn't have to go and call me out like that. Come on, servers. Yeah, so that really hurt me. Like, usually it bounces off, but I don't know why. It just kind of cut me that night. Weird. So some changes I've noticed. I can feel my Adam's apple for the first time. Like, it's not sticking out or anything, but it just feels different. It feels harder, and I don't know, it feels there. Carrie keeps telling me to quit poking my throat, I'm going to have a bruise. I've given myself like fingertip bruises on my arms because I keep feeling my muscles because they're like so big. I'm such a dork. So my moods. This week has been better than last week, but I think that's just because it's time for my shot. I have been grumpy and edgy and touchy and all those things that end in Y. And even if I don't mean to sound as harsh as I come across, like, I feel like my tone has been betraying me lately. Like, my tone of voice doesn't portray my actual sentiment that I'm trying to put out there. It sounds a lot harsher, and I'm more curt, and I'm more direct and to the point and concise, and I feel like my patience has gotten a little better, but it's only because Carrie said, you know, hey, rein that shit in, you're being mean to me. So I kind of became extra aware of it and, you know, put in that extra effort to try and be nice. But yeah, this, like, the last 3 or 4 days, it hasn't been an issue at all. I don't know if that's because I've just been having fun or if it's just because my hormone levels have dropped because it's time for my shot. Maybe I'm balancing out. I guess we'll see after tonight when I get my next shot. Speaking of having fun this week, I've been hanging out with another trans guy of mine. No, I don't own you, Lex. Anyway, a friend of mine is what I meant to say. And we actually made a video. If you want to go see those, they're on my channel. It's called Bro Talk. And he's a really cool guy. We've been hanging out every day. And I think that it's just really healthy to have another trans guy to be bros with and to be stupid teenage boys with that are horny at everything and make everything into a sex joke. And, you know, I think it's really good for you mentally. Because it's kind of like you miss your first puberty where you feel like you should be one of the boys but you're not, so you don't get that male bonding and you don't get that one of the boys, you know, joking around, kind of, I don't know, I guess just bonding. And I'm definitely having some bro time this week, so that's good and exciting. Let's see, kind of skipping around on my list here, making myself all out of order. My voice has gotten a little bit deeper. I've been waiting. Like, my doctor told me that it would take about a month for my voice to have its first major drop. And so the 3rd week, I'm like, alright, this week is it. It's going to happen. You ready? Listen for it. And then, you know, it's been so gradual that I don't even notice that it already happened prior to 3 weeks. I mean, I kind of noticed, but I didn't think that was the drop. You know, it just sounded like such a big thing. And so I've just kind of been waiting for this big change that has been happening gradually the whole time I was waiting. So now by the time I'm here, I feel like my voice sounds a lot deeper, but it wasn't like high to low 1 second in between. It was like such a creeping gradual thing that I didn't even realize it was happening really. Libido. I don't know how you bio guys do it. No wonder you can't wait till you get home to jerk off. I always thought that bio guys were kind of gross because, you know, they jerk off in their truck, at work, whatever. No, I don't think that anymore. I fully subscribe to that religion now. Oh my goodness. My libido is amazing and crazy. And I mean, I already had a naturally high libido before all this, and it's just through the roof. It's just really ridiculous and insane. Also, watching a lot of porn lately to coincide with my libido. I've always watched it. I've always been a fan. But since testosterone, I've noticed that my porn preferences are changing. I touched on this in my Bro Talk videos with Lex, but I'm kind of, I guess, pushing my boundaries. Whereas what I would watch before, I kind of see that as like the starter kit for porn now. Like now, the part that I would skip because it would be too much or it would gross me out, that's the part I fast forward to now. So, definitely pushing my own envelope. I wouldn't say sexually, but voyeuristically. And, you know, Carrie, of course, is just amazing, and she's so supportive and wonderful, and she is equally as supportive in the bedroom as out of the bedroom, because she has been keeping up with me this week, and that is a feat. So, good job, baby. 2 thumbs up. Another thing related to sex, if you guys have had any experience with this, please let me know, because I feel like such a weirdo. But I think my brain is like cross-wiring itself to equate pleasurable sensations from non-sexual things into sex. Like, if I eat a bite of food and it's so good and it's so yummy, I'm like, ooh, I just got turned on. Or if I look at like a hot sports car, I'll be like, ooh, what was that? And it just like comes over you in this wave, and man, like, it just makes you feel ridiculous. Like, really? It's a bite of food, Quinn. A bite of food. It just made you horny? So, yeah, it's like the pleasure center is on hyperdrive in my brain, and it's like cross-wiring and cross-firing and all that stuff. It's really crazy. So if you guys have had any experience with that, hit me up, let me know, write me a comment below so I don't feel so strange. Let's see. So muscle mass has continued to increase. My shoulders are bigger. If you find me on Facebook, I do have some pictures up of pre-testosterone and 1 month of, like, from here up, my shoulders, my arms, my face. You can check those out. And my name is Quinn White, like the color, by the way. If you want to hit me up on Facebook, just hit me up and send me a message saying that, you know, you saw my videos here, or else I won't know how I know you, or that I don't know you. Anyway, so my shoulders are a lot bigger in those pictures. Like, I didn't notice it in day-to-day life. You would think I would, looking so hard in the mirror every day for something to happen, but they're really getting bigger. Like, my arms are hard now. I don't know. I feel like bigger tree trunks than last week. It's great. I've continued to work out, so that's helping. And also, no menstruation. Yay, no period. My doctor said it would take between 1 and 3 months for it to stop, but it was supposed to happen about a week ago. So I'm really happy about that. No cramps, no anything. And I can't help but think, that is the last period I'm ever going to have my whole life. That's amazing. Amazing. I'm so happy. Yeah, so 4 weeks on T. No disappointment here. Just looking forward to the 5th week. Yeah, so if you guys have any questions or comments, please feel free to hit me up below, subscribe to my channel, you know, find me on Facebook, whatever you want.